Hi folks, it's Will here again with a quick hints and tips video on how to make your riffs a little bit fatter, a bit bigger. Not quite obese, but just a tiny bit more meter. Okay, I've got a little riff here. Okay, two ways we could make this a bit bigger. So I've got this light, so it's creating shadow. There we go. Number one, we could turn it into power chords. Okay, so you might change the fingering, so you might not drop down. You might, this note we've got is a G. We've got a sequence of D, E and G. Maybe we play that G, fret 10 on the A, so... Okay, that could work. That'll make it sound quite heavy, like a Black Sabbath kind of heavy, which is always good. Okay, number two, how could we add some fatness, is to think of each note as being a chord. So I've got a D, an E, a G. Are they going to be major or minors? So with the D, I think a major sounds good. The E, minor, I think, for that one. So far, major, minor, and then G, major. So imagine you're playing this riff to a chord sequence. Well, that kind of sounds to me the riff anyway. If you're creating your own riff, you can put it into whatever tonality you wish. For me, I'm going to go with the D major, E minor, G major as the tonality for each one of these notes. This riff is only made up of 3 notes, okay? D, E, G, E, D, E, G, E, 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 like a math. So what we're going to do, each note, we've given a chord, major or minor, but what we're going to do is think about putting the relevant scale to each one of those. So D major scale, E minor scale, and then G major. Okay, and we're going to add the thirds to each note. Okay, so when we did number 1, power chords, you're adding the 5th note to each single note. Okay, like that. Alright, so we're going to add the thirds here. So I'm going to have, for my D note, a major third. Okay, the E is going to have a minor third here. And my G is going to have a major third. Like that. Play that over here. Okay, so that as a riff is going to sound like this. So to recap, our single note riff sounds like this. Power chords. Thirds. Okay, so there's a couple of options there to make your riff sound a little bit fatter. Now you might not want to make all of those notes with an added note. Okay, you could just do it for one. Okay. Okay, same with the power chords. Have an experiment. Find a riff, make one up, see if you can make it fatter. Peace out, homies.